and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and have a party for you. Come on now, sir. Come on. Pray. Yes. Let me pause it before YouTube shuts me down. Yes. What a praise. So I am coming live, like literally. When I tell you how it all goes down, let me just give you the quick 20 seconds. It all no, I gotta tell you the story. You know how your girl gotta talk. The story, like everything's coming. So first and foremost, like personally, my brain is like folded on top of each other. It's so much going on. However, the center of my heart is the Inzozi Center. Inzozi. So the Inzozi Center is the project that has come, and I'll tell you the whole story, but I want to kind of get those people who just watch 1 minute to be like, let me just tell you. The Inzozi Center is the learning center we're doing in Gashore. So you've heard me talk about it, and what you should see now in my YouTubes, I have nothing but a let's fund the Inzozi Center because that's what we're doing. We are building a learning center. Baby, we hit goal. We hit our goal. We hit our goal. And the beautifulness of all of this is like literally, I got a telephone call last night from someone like, yo, let me talk to you real quick. I'm like, cool. They like, bet. Guess what happened? I was like, what happened? They said, blessing here, not blessing here, not blessing here, blessing here, not blessing here. However, I need to live my life being a blessing. Bam. Here's the final donation. I said, wait a minute, what? Because I was in the middle of doing all this stuff. Looked at the GoFundMe dollars over goal. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God. And let me just tell you, it's so much better to be over goal. Because like before, and the way I am, I really gave everybody like the skeleton of this is the center, how we can do. The more that we're over goal is the more, oh my gosh, there's so much we need to do. Books, transport, everything. And I think I'll break it down in this, but I'm giving you the first week. So we hit goal. And at the same time, literally like 7 hours later, we got our full sketches and designs in for the building. And I looked and I was like, yes, like I knew it was the one because it was like say yes to the dress moment. When I looked at it, like I did that moment right there, like I cried and I was like, oh, it's the one. It's the one. And so I'm going to actually show you guys the building plans. There are small adjustments. I looked, I was like, oh, there's no roof right here. There's going to be roof here. But yo, it's done. And the building itself came so much more than what it originally was going to be. Yo, I really was starting off with just a building, like a building. Like it was going to be a big old room. It was going to be like a big old, like gym. And that was it. Like no offices, no nothing. And then just all the conversations that we've had with people just kind of made things kind of happen more. And so, of course, the budget in me is like, oh my God, like, can we do it? But you guys, like I said, 60 days, we raised the 5,000 that's needed. So this is the side. This is the corner. This is going to be the back side here. Because it is on the road. It's on the road, so people, kids, and everybody can access it easy. This is the inside layout. So I'll break it down real quick because like this is beautiful. So we do have like this big porch area. One of the reasons for the porch area is we want to be able to utilize outside learning if we chose to do so and outside spaces. And then this kind of here is like a patio. This is where I said the roof was supposed to be. We don't, but this area over here where you see all my business is where we one day will be putting like a playground or something. So when you come in here, this is what we're kind of deeming. We're going back and forth to look and see what we want to do. We're going to either, I have a feeling that this is going to be like our reading nook. And so we're creating a just nook where it's just a comfortable space for you to read, relax, and do all that other stuff. And then this other little nook here will probably be for nursery. We are dedicating 2 hours a day to just kids that are 4 and under who are not in nursery preschool. And they're going to have a free play time so they can actually play with toys and different things, learn sharing, learning those skills. And then we will have like a 45-minute class that they do learning letters, numbers, sounds, singing songs, and then they go out and play. So we do want to have like an area. Let me be honest with you, this whole area here is going to be to them, but an area for that storage and keeping all of those equipment safe. So it's either going to be this space or this space. I know once I get there. This little black line you see is a step. It's a natural step. So we're looking at probably putting our movie screen slash like projector space here, so we're able to watch movies and everything else with speaking and sound. And then we will utilize this part in educational pieces, tables in the middle for study hours, moving all of these things around. This here is the security room where security will stay. This is storage. This is the main office. And it's kind of split. You don't see it. There's going to be a half room, but this is a like center, the director manager office, and then this is staff offices here. This is actually going to be another learning room, and this is a meeting room slash learning room. Especially, I can kind of see our high schoolers being in here if they have to go algebra. Oh, we're going to put a big old dry erase board right there. I can see it in my heart. All that stuff. So this is what the layout looks like, and I'm going to see if I can show you some more. There it is, the Inzozi Learning Center. And for those who know, in Kinyarwanda, Inzozi means dreams. So this is where we empower dreams. We empower the right to dream. We empower the possibility of dreaming. We empower dreaming wherever we go. This is where we are. That's the land. This the land? Yeah, this the land. No, this is not the land. Oh, praise God. That's another shout out and glory. I am so happy to see that. Let me get. So I'm going to stop sharing for a second, and I'm hoping that you guys understand how beautiful this moment is. Like, this is a major, major power move moment that's happening, that's going on here. And I am here to officially say thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. We're breaking ground, we're building, we're doing. If you want to follow my Instagram, I'm going to put that here. The Instagram for the center is showing all of the progress. So that's what we this is where I have, like, right now it's like daily updates, like daily to every other day, like that's the update. So that's where you follow to keep everything going and moving the way it should. Um, the story, dude, I don't even know. I'm going to say names in this because there's a lot of shout outs. One, I want to give a major big shout out to Stand Africa. Stand Africa is a clothing shop. We're going to check it out probably in February. But that what they do is, like, if you go shop at Stand Africa, a half of the money that they get, they actually donate it back to the community. And the Stand Africa donation really kind of set up a new momentum for us to really get over the hump. And I appreciate that. And so we are one of the charitable partners with that organization. And thank you. And then I'm going to give this for those people who like to talk and stuff. Wait a minute. One day, like at the opening, like after we open, we go, and then I'm gonna go to probably Lake Bocasera and do what I do. I'll tell y'all the whole juicy story, because everything got a little juicy in it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I want to kind of get this out now, so people want to ask, like, how did this happen? Um, I got to find out the thing, like, divine accidents is my life, divine accidents. So I am going to say name. Wandy is out here working her tail off, and she's over the Black Baby Book Project, something like that. I know it's black, I know it's baby, and I know it's books. I just don't know the order. I don't know the right order. But I don't even remember our conversation, because that conversation happened over a year ago. And I know she kind of was like, hey, I know you do some stuff here and here and here. Let me know if you want me to get you some books and stuff like that. Oh, and I also was working in schools and two stuff. So I knew kids. And so I was like, cool, whatever. And then I came back. I can't remember who did what, but the long story short is that I actually asked my line sisters. So shout out to Tantamount Treasures, 50 Legends of the Fall, Beta Alpha, the baddest, always and forever, staying legendary. Um, but I know I reached out to my line sisters. Like that was the first one. And it was like I could have done this big old thing like with YouTube and everything like that. And I didn't want to. I wanted to keep it nice, intimate. And if it happens, it happens. It didn't. And so I really did ask my line sisters, who I feel like we're 25. I can't remember. Oh yeah, we are 25. I remember that. And I was like, hey, basically, if you guys can you send some books? This is the way you send them. And they were kind of like, yo, and this is my fault. They were like, yo, do you know who you're talking to? This is your line sisters. It's how many of us? Like, just tell us where to send the money. We're not gonna go out and buy books. We're not gonna donate old books. Just tell us where we're gonna send the money. Somebody can go buy the books. We good. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So we set up some kind of link, and I don't even remember these numbers anymore. They came through. They came through. Bam, bam, bam. Bob looks like I'm getting messages from Wandy like, oh my god, oh my god, and I'm making sure I'm shouting them out like, oh my god, this is great. But once again, went in no goal. Like we didn't have like we're gonna get $500. We didn't have a goal. I was just like, what y'all do is what you do, and I appreciate the blessing. And Wandy flew back over to Rwanda with an entire suitcase of books, and not no like weekend suitcase. She came over with the duffel bags, suitcase, books, like this whole box of books. And I'm looking at all these books and I'm crying. I think there's a video of me with the books. Like these are some beautiful books. This is really good. And that's the first time I realized, like, yo, this is massive. And was still kind of coming together like where do I give to these books? Like I have schools I can walk to right now and just pass out books. But looking at it, I was like, what's better out here is that you just don't give a book to a child. Like it sounds so good, but resources are scarce. So I didn't want to just give a book to a child and then not have another child able to read the book. So I was like, library. So I'm going to shout out, I believe it's Carrie Ann, who is opening Friday. It's either Friday or Sunday. She's opening the library in Muzanzi. She's busting her tail too. Like we really do kind of need to sit together and like hug each other because like we're both busting our tails in literacy, but in two different areas of Rwanda. So I'm shouting her out because she's opening up a library and she's done some amazing work. And her name, I'm sorry, is Lady Visionary. So if you go to YouTube or whatever, you can follow that. At least shout her out. Because it's some hard work. It's really groundbreaking what we're trying to do. And I do believe because it's not like even though mine's private, I technically believe hers private, but it's not coming from private money. It's not corporate dollars. Like this is literally, and I believe I can speak on her behalf. And if I can't, please forgive me. But I really believe that it's the vision of what we know our ancestors want us to do. So we're being driven through prayer, preparation, purpose, and passion. Oh, praise God, I like that one. Prayer, preparation, purpose, and passion. I got to write that one down. Um, and so we are being like thrust forward. I don't know that car, but we're being thrust forward through you guys. Like it's you that's making things possible. We're not coming with stacks on stack on stacks. We're not coming. We don't have those connections. All we have is the ability to utilize our voice and utilize our heart in a way that we want to walk. So, going back to my story of we have these books. So that's when I kind of was like, I want to pass out these books, but I want to make sure we kind of, so what we did instead was kind of start doing small community days at the farm where we would read the books, we would do these activities. And I'm telling you, like 84 people will show up, 100 people show up. Like we don't announce when we do these because the word spreads quick. In fact, we're probably going to do something. This is the only announcement. We're definitely doing something in February and March. I just have to be careful because financially, once again, this thing is coming out of my pocket. Are you hollering? Hold on. Because I'm not going to do. You want to go outside or you want to go? Okay, you want to go outside. Come on, Bucky. Bucky is not here for all of my shenanigans. Lucky, I thought you were. Oh, you want to play? You wait till I get on camera to play. Okay. Come on. All right, we're not doing that. Um. So we're doing little things, and so that's when one, I needed to focus on the farm, but then two, it was like when I focus on the farm, it's like moving out here. Like I am part of this community, no matter what is said, no matter what is done. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a business person, but this is my community. This is where we are. And constantly I see the kids. I'm high fiving the kids, and kids are doing what they do. They're fishing, they're in the water, but I'm constantly seeing the kids. I am around the school building. I'm around people. And the truth is the other piece of it is I kind of know where I've come from. I know the stories that have been put into me. So there's a serious that was bad, there's a serious need for literacy, um because literacy, number one, and education is the game changer for anyone who wants to change the game. You have to be able to navigate your way through and be whoever you want to be and learn whatever you want to learn. And the first step through any of that is literacy, which also literacy for any community or education is what builds the economy. And then you have this uniqueness of this Gashur area, which is in Bogasera, where Bogasera is the area that's going to receive the new airport. So you do see growth. Like where we live, there's growth. There's growth. There's people growing. There's people anticipating what's to come. And my concern is this is when we talk about, I'm not using the right word. It's not gentrification. It's when, like when they did that to Cabrini Greens, when the people came out, what's happening is there's a whole bunch of jobs going to be able to come in, a whole bunch of businesses about to come in, a whole bunch of economic revenue about to come in, and you have a portion of the population, they will not be able to qualify for these jobs. They will not be able to qualify for the opportunities. They won't qualify for the because I'm not saying just the jobs in the airport, but like the influx of, okay, well, there's a store, so we need cashiers. We like, as long as you have literacy, you can do that. If you don't have a strong grasp of literacy, these jobs are going to come over your head, and then people are going to move and expand and be in the area that you once was in, and you're no longer there. And then what's happening is you're pushing poverty outside, but you're not taking care of it. So part of the whole learning center is let's create a space where people can come in their comfort and be able to build upon the skills they want to. We have homework help. We have all these other things that we're building, and we're programming it. We're definitely doing, classes, but, spot on education. If people want to come and practice, whatever, like we're listening to the community and building this, and this is for the community. And so all of this was just kind of hitting, and it finally was a point like, okay, I'm here with the farm. And I'll be honest with you, I'm also here with all my projects. Like I got my cousin connection, I got 365 Rwanda, I got J Essence Enterprises, I got the work that I do teaching online, I got the work that I do tutoring online. Like, but I have space for one more. And I said, I'm going to do this project, which is the Inzozi Center. We didn't know, like, we're going to do this community center if it is right. No more, I don't want to say stresses, but no more. Like I'm at peaks in. Everything that your girl has been built to do, built. Like we here. I'm at the what's that, Jenga? I'm right there at this spot here. I'm holding strong, but I'm tipsy. Um, so that's when it was like, is it possible? And we spotted like a piece. Originally, it was supposed to be on my land, but when we start looking at it, and I was like, no, there's land around us, and then that's when I would say the first drama started happening. Like, yo, can we do it on land or not? So that land process kind of took 45 days. Um, and nothing negative. We had somebody who's willing to sell land, but then they didn't call back. Then we had promised land, but it was sold that I didn't know about because I thought that was the space. Then we had another piece of land, but the paperwork wasn't through. Those were two pieces of land. And then we had an offer for land a little bit further from the farm, but it was a great location. And then I think once the new year hit, it was breathing through all of that and saying, okay, what is it? And then it's just the blessing. So here's the next shout out to my homegirl. I'm not gonna say your name because I know y'all about the names, but to my homegirl, who was standing there by my side the entire time, who was just like, yo, basically she solved the land issue for us. That's all I'll say. She solved the land issue for us to the point where it's like, no, we have a home. We're good. We are good. We're ready to build. And then I'll tell you the other one. So the other person who's really big is Swat and Baba, who are the owners of Beulah Farms, who actually created a honey farm kind of near us and stuff. But hands down, since day one was like, have you thought of this? Like, if you want to talk about smart, resourceful collaboration, I love them for that. Now, like I knew them in Houston, and that was my girl, that's my crew, that's my family. Now we family, but being around them is so brilliant for me, and it empowers me to be everything that I dreamed myself to be, and what I feel like my family didn't know how to dream it for me. Like I'm bigger than what if they had wrote a trajectory for me 20 years ago, past though, past. So they have been instrumental in just the support. And one thing I love about them is that they know how to guide and support, but not take over. Like, that's not my ministry. Like, they 100% be like, no, sis, you got it. No, sis, what do you need me to say so you know that this is your moment? And I'll be like, okay, I'm here. And so I have never felt like abandoned, but they are 100% saying, no, this is our sister. This is the leader of this project. We do what she says. We trust guidance. And that also has empowered me so much. And then she was the one that shouted me out because I totally forgot. For those, I did have a mindset shift. Like, I just totally forgot. Like, last year, I really worked hard. I was listening to different things. I was even on things like, and so like that abundance, like I don't want to say I'm abundance mindset, like here it will come to me. I'm still trifling with it, y'all. But I just started holding on to different thinking processes and kind of like taking what I knew and like having these, like, there's no winner right now, but this person is in the space and they were never in the space before. And so when she was like, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. This, I never doubted getting it. Like before, I would have been like, oh my God. It was more so like, what am I going to do with it? How do I honor it? And making sure, because I still am I'm still a Walmarter. And what I mean by Walmart is like, yo, Walmart and like even Target, they got the same stuff, but Target's price is different than Walmart. Why? Because I'm a Walmart baby. I was always believed to be on the bargain rack. So when I turn around and price things, I price things low for a bargain. Other people out there, Gucci and Prada, knowing it came from Walmart. And so being able to shift that to say, this is what we will do, because for the center, I want it to be, I want to say the best maintainable, the maintainable best. Like we're not like, we're going to get air conditioning. No, we're not. We're not getting anything we can't maintain. We're not going to make any promises that we can't keep. We're not going to do anything. And we're not going to be outside of the community. We're not coming in with glass ceilings and all this stuff. We are going to be part of the community. Our building looks like it's part of the community. Everything is part of the community, but just being very smart and resourceful in that. So, like, that's kind of like the story of how we got to here. Building. And so that's why I said it's a celebration. Let me go. What's your pleasure? So it's a celebration. And for those who are coming in late, let me do this one more time. The Inzozi Center, which is the Dream Center, is breaking ground, has broken ground on Martin Luther King Day, which is Martin Luther King's known for the dream. He did so much more. Like, if I had to say anything, this is beyond the dream, because his last speech was like, yo, I was dreaming, but gotta work on that. So this is the Inzozi Center. And this is what we're breaking ground on. I wish I could show you, uh, but y'all gonna be in my business. But if you go to, oh, I didn't show y'all nothing. That was horrible. Share screen. I need to be better at this. So yeah, this is definitely what we're trying to do here at the Inzozi Center. Thank you. Thank you for every donation. Thank you to our big donors. And then that one big donor, I shout you out, girl. That's all I'm gonna say. And thank you, Anne, in remembrance of your mama. We are proud. I might just call the reading. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Shout outs to every single donor from $5 to 25 to 50 to 100 to whatever. Shout outs to Stand Africa. Shout outs to the people who just listen, people who just link. Take shout out to people who just believe. Shouts out, shouts out, shouts out, shouts out, and thank you. The tears that I want to release, y'all have no clue. I appreciate you allowing me to take lead on this part of the journey. I 1000% appreciate God for taking care of this while this is happening, of this and this is happening. I appreciate the tribulations you gave me earlier in life so things can, so I can be strong enough to handle the hard now. Um, I appreciate so much. And I really am hoping that God, we stay on that no more than you can bear piece. You know what I'm saying? Like keep it like 7 notches above what I can, like, well, I don't know what I can. So let's go like 27 notches above. Okay. My mama, mm, where for those who just tuned in, I say thank you, but we are leaving. We are shouting out and celebrating that the Inzozi Center hit its funding goal, and we have broken ground. We have built, we have our mud bricks drying, we have things going, and we doing. Much love. Catch the replay. Peace out. My cousin connection. Peace out. Thank you.